Long ago, in a small seaside village, there lived a carpenter named Hans with his 3 sons, Fritz, Karl, and Otto. Hans was a hard-working but poor man, spending his days laboring in his workshop, crafting tables and chairs to sell to the villagers. Life was difficult. Meals often consisted of nothing more than dry bread and thin soup, and his sons grew up longing for better food. Their mother had passed away early, so Hans raised the boys alone, teaching them a simple truth. Life has no magic. Only skilled hands and a sharp mind can change one's fate. One day, Hans decided to build a special table to sell for money. He used no magic at all, only intelligence and craftsmanship. Beneath the table, he installed a simple mechanical system, hidden compartments filled with dried food, water, and small automated tools. The table had tiny wheels, a miniature charcoal-powered heater, and mechanical latches that allowed it to set itself. In truth, it was activated by concealed springs and pull cords, triggered by a hidden button. Hans spent months testing it, drenched in sweat, his hands rough and calloused, his heart filled with hope. "This will be my masterpiece," he told himself. "It will free my family from poverty." He named it the Smart Table, and secretly taught his sons how to use it. All they had to do was say, "Table, set yourself," while gently pressing a hidden spot along the edge. The mechanism would activate, sliding food from the concealed compartments and warming it with the small heater, making it appear almost magical. When the sons grew older, Hans decided it was time for them to leave home and make their own way in the world. Each son received a gift from him. Fritz, the eldest, was given the Smart Table, the most valuable gift of all. Hans warned him, "My son, this table has no magic, but if used wisely, it will bring happiness. Guard its secret well, and do not let others exploit it." Fritz was overjoyed, his heart filled with gratitude. "I will use it well, father," he promised, embracing him before setting off, full of hope for the future. Fritz traveled with the table on a horse-drawn cart and stopped one night at a small inn. The innkeeper was a greedy man named Muller. That evening, hungry after a long journey, Fritz whispered, "Table, set yourself," and pressed the hidden button. The table trembled slightly, drawers slid open, and hot food, fresh bread, smoked meat, and fruit appeared neatly on its surface. Muller watched from afar, his eyes gleaming with greed. "A self-setting table," he thought. "If I had that, I'd be rich," he secretly observed closely, noticing the simple mechanism, but pretended to know nothing. Late that night, while Fritz slept soundly, Muller crept in and swapped the real table for an identical-looking one that had no mechanism at all. The next morning, Fritz left with the fake table, unaware of the trick, his heart still light. "With this table, I'll never go hungry," he thought. But when he stopped later and tried to make it work, the table remained silent and motionless. Fritz panicked. His heart sank. "What's wrong? Father said it wasn't magic, but now it's broken." He examined it carefully and realized the mechanism was gone. Tears streamed down his face. "I've lost Father's precious gift. How can I go home now?" Meanwhile, Muller used the real table to make a fortune. He showed it off everywhere, boasting, "My magical table," and charged people money just to see it. But greed made him careless. He neglected the mechanism, never maintaining it, and one day the springs broke. The table no longer worked. Furious, Muller smashed it to pieces, and his customers disappeared. Sitting alone, in regret, he muttered, "My greed destroyed me. If only I had been satisfied with what I had." Eventually, Fritz returned home and told his father everything, his voice trembling, his eyes red with shame. Hans smiled gently and stroked his son's hair. "My son," he said, "life has no magic, but its lessons are real. The table was only a tool. Wisdom matters more. I'll build another, but this time, you must learn how to make it yourself." Fritz nodded, determination filling his heart. He apprenticed under his father, and in time, he built his own smart tables, selling them to villagers and living happily by the skill of his own hands. As for Karl and Otto, each received a different gift. Karl was given a well-trained donkey that could carry heavy loads without tiring. Otto received a sturdy staff for protection. But Fritz's lesson taught the entire family to cherish what they had, to reject greed, and to live peacefully for the rest of their lives.